Hi. I love the 3, 2, 1. It reminds me of my days when I was in TV and I did floor directing, which was used to be the people who would stand in front of the cameras. Oh, sorry. Between the cameras and the on-air talent. And then they would say, you have 10 seconds. Or used to be 30 seconds. And then 15 seconds. And then 10 seconds. And it would count down. And then 1. And so every time I see the 3, 2, 1, that makes me laugh. All right, so hi. Sometimes I start in the middle of a thought, and I never know where to look on these. So I hope you guys can see me or hear me. Let me see if it's up over here. Sometimes I don't see the messages until too late. So if it's over here. Okay. So hello. Hi, Christine. So I am the crazy person talking to you. My name is Donnielle, if I haven't met you. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about why New Year resolutions don't work, especially with bodies. This is the time of year when a lot of people are starting to do New Year's resolutions, right? What do I have to change in the new year? What should I change? Who should I be different? How should I be different? It's like the only time of the year that we actually really allow ourselves to be different, or because we think we should. It's like going with the flow. And so I had some people ask me to speak about why resolutions don't work. Because have you guys ever noticed that resolutions have become almost a joke? Yes, people go, oh, it's a New Year's resolution. But then we also talk about how we almost take bets that we're going to fail at it. Anybody else do that? Yeah. People go, oh, I'm going to fail in 6 weeks. Oh, I can do better than that. I can fail in 3 weeks. What? You know what? I can fail in 3 hours. Just watch this. It's almost kind of become a joke this way. And so why? Why don't resolutions work? On the surface, it seems like a great idea, right? It seems like a great idea. It seems like, oh, well, of course, we're infinite beings. We're in a constant state of change. It should be great. Yes, we are infinite beings. We are in a constant state of change. And it's, oh, and little hearts. Sorry, distracted by bright, shiny hearts, as it happens. We are in this constant state of change. And several things come up about why resolutions don't work, okay, especially with bodies. Because if you guys have seen anything I've ever done, I'm a lot about talking to the bodies, communicating with the bodies, working with the bodies instead of against the bodies, okay? And so resolutions at the very core. One thing, okay, I love talking about bodies and I love talking about energy, especially the energy underneath the words that we're using, the energy of how we're speaking to our bodies. Because often our words can say one thing, but then the energy will say something different. And the universe and our bodies listen to the energy. So with the resolutions, what the inherent energy is for that is that you're wrong. Have you ever noticed that there are very few resolutions that say, this is going so well, I'm going to get better at it? Not many at all. Most of the resolutions are, you know what? I need to lose weight because I'm so bad, because I'm fat. I need to get healthier because I've been eating horribly. I'm going to finally start eating good. I am going to finally start working out. I'm finally going to save money. I am finally going to change whatever's wrong about me, because this is the thing about resolutions. That's what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to change what's wrong about you. And if you guys are making comments, sorry, I can't see them. I'm Sometimes my screen doesn't refresh. Anyway, but have we ever noticed that? It's asking you to find out what's wrong. It's asking you to find out what's wrong and fix it. So what happens when you go for finding out what's wrong? What do you go to look for? You go to look for what's wrong. So guess what you find? What's wrong? I know this sounds simplistic. You're like, well, yeah. But really, look at the energy of this. We are taught to look for what's wrong. We never ask what's right. We always go to look for what's wrong. So yes, we find what's wrong. But then the other part of that is, what do we use to find out what's wrong? Sorry, I'm looking down. Judgment. Yeah, we use total judgment to find out what we think is wrong. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. You may not have the life and the body that you desire, but truth, is there anything wrong with you? No. Are you actually broken in any way? No. No, you're not. Okay? You are not broken in any way. There's nothing wrong with you. So please, how about this year, instead of looking what's wrong and fix it, find out what is working for you and expand upon it, exponentialize it. Okay? Because you get this, look, when you use judgment as the source of creation and what we think is a forward momentum, all you do is get more judgment. I hate to tell you guys this, but I have yet to see judgment actually create anything desirable, anything forward moving, anything that is expansive in any way. The only thing I've ever seen judgment create is more judgment, depression, sadness, weight, pain, suffering, little things like that. Okay, so what if this New Year's resolution, you give up using judgment? This year's, I'm not even going to wait till Lent. For this New Year's, I'm going to stop using judgment to try to create my life and my body. Instead, I am going to use other things. And here are the other things. See, Dad is just going to come on and talk to you about judgment's bad, don't do it. No, I have tools for you too to be able to use it. I won't leave you hanging, I swear. Okay. So what I've been using this year, and I've encouraged other people to use, is what would be fun to create? Okay. What would be fun to create this year? It's not what I should do or what I should change or the weight I should lose or anything like that. It's really about what would be fun to create. What excites you? What lightens you up? What makes you excited to get out of bed and do something with it? Okay? Because if you ever notice when you're doing the resolutions from the judgment of it, especially with your body, you don't want to get out of bed. What do? You wake up in the morning going, okay, this is what I should be doing. There's no excitement. There's nothing to jump out of bed to go, woohoo, here I go. I can't wait to do this, right? Can't wait to answer that email. I can't wait to talk to those contractors. I can't wait to go to the gym. I can't wait to, and it's that exciting thing. It's like, what would be fun to create? What excites you? And if you guys are going, yeah, that's great, Donnielle, but I actually do desire to change my body because 2020 is going to be the year of losing weight. 2020 is going to be the year of healing. 2020 is going to be the year of going to the gym or whatever it is. What excites you can be more than just making you want to jump up and down. What excites you can have very little physical motion, But in your core somewhere, there's this spark of light and expansion. And it kind of, if you are willing to have no barriers and be vulnerable with it, it starts to expand, and you really start to perceive the tickle of it in your body, in the universe, or whatever it is. And so, yeah, your body could absolutely be one of the things you're excited for, but you're not shouting it from the rooftops. But you know there's a different possibility available now, and you and your body have the energy to create that. Because what this is when you are following the energy and you're doing what excites you instead of what you've judged, then the change occurs, the possibility occurs, expansion occurs, because the energy is supporting it. You're supporting it and you're not resisting it. Whenever you do things from judgment, all you get is sluggish, hesitation, waiting, so many other things. Things become easier when you're excited about it, when you have that spark, whether it's just a spark, a little amber flame, like that, or it could be a roaring bonfire. But whatever it is, when you have that excitement, then you know, plain and simple. Then it's like, yes, I'm going to do this because it excites me. And then even if it's just this tiniest little bit of a tiny little flame, when you have no barrier to it, several things happen. It grows. It grows into that big bonfire. And you have, one of my other favorite things is more clarity about what would create it. Okay? Because I know this is already going long, so I'm going to stop here soon. But it's like, yes, first you have that spark of, oh my gosh, yes, this is what I want to do. I actually do want to change my body this year. Woohoo! And then what do 98% of the people do? Then they go to the judgment of how to create it. Oh, crap. Yeah. You get that spark of excitement. Yes, my body is something that I desire to change this year. And then, I want to lose the weight. I would like to go to the gym. I would like to heal, or, whatever it is. Weight's a big one for everybody right now, for a lot of people. And then after that, how do we do it? Well, there's this diet program, and then there's this way of eating, and then there's these exercises, and and I should be doing this, and then those favorite phrases of, I did this last time and it worked, or it worked for this person, so it should work for me. That, my friends, is nothing but judgment. So what you want to do is that same little spark that got you excited about what to create in the new year, that same spark of energy will be in that direction that you should go to create whatever that change is that you're desiring. Okay? That's that following the energy. That's why it gets easier. The spark is here, and you're like, oh, yes, that's something I desire to create. It's a way to change my body. And then it's like, okay, universe, okay, body, what would it take to create this change? What would it take to create this change that I'm asking for? And then you put that request out into the universe, and the same energetic spark that you perceived here, then you go in that direction, or wherever the direction is, and then you go, oh, that's a very similar energy, because it matches the spark that you guys have. So you keep following those energies, following that spark to actually create. And that's when creation and change comes fast, fun, because you get that awareness and more clarity of what you would actually like to create and what would be fun for you. Because I know all of you, whether I've met you or not one of you wants to do anything if it doesn't excite you. If you don't actually want to do, come on, honestly, who wants to do anything that they don't want to do? I know it sounds silly, but look at it. Who wants to do anything they don't want to do? No one. Is kind of in the, I don't want to do it, so I don't want to do it. So, what would it be fun? Questions? What would be fun to create? What excites you? And please be vulnerable with it. Don't mean self-bully, but just be vulnerable. Lower your barriers and be present with the questions and see what occurs. And then don't judge yourself if like you're going, oh, yes, this is the year that I changed my body. And then you're like, well, what would be fun to create? A business. I thought it should be my body. Judgment. Ask the question again. Because quite often, even if it doesn't make sense, it's like, oh, create my business and it will help my body too. None of the stuff is linear, okay? All right, so sorry if I was looking all in the different weird places. I tend to do that because it's like I'm not sure where to look, which is funny given my history of production. The cameras have changed. All right, this has been Donnielle looking all over the place at the wrong places, I'm sure. And how much fun can it be with that? It could be a new drinking game. Follows Donnielle's eyes. I don't know how it'd be a drinking game. My body doesn't like alcohol. All right, but it does like alcohol out of other people's bodies. You join me in class sometime, I'll tell you all about that. All right, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, and hope to see you in the world somewhere and hug you and your sweet little body. All right, thanks.